This video is on positive crankcase ventilation on a small block Chevy using a Holley Hi Ram intake, and this is how I did it to have oil drain back so I don't got to drain some can all the time or have it overflow everywhere and make a mess anyways. So this is a Moroso oil separator. It's supposed to go right on the valve cover. It's threaded with a nut on the other side, and I use a little silicone just to make sure the nut doesn't drop off. This is a radium PVC valve right here, this little piece. I just found them, I don't know, 3 months ago. So it's it was threaded. I cut the threads off with the lathe and made it fit the port on the Moroso oil separator, and then it's got 6A in here. And what's inside this oil separator is this steel wool couple screens and this stainless steel wool that traps the oil and lets it drain back down into the valve cover. Now you want to get a little sweat with these if you're running gas with alcohol in it. It'll get a little sweaty inside the cap, not bad. And then what I did is I went to the back. You got 3 ports in the back, and the smallest port goes to the fuel pressure regulator to control it. The middle port comes down and goes to the positive crankcase ventilation, and the biggest port goes over to the brake booster. So, and then to get in those ports, they're real close together. I use a AN fitting like this, and this swivels. I think this one is 3/8 threads, NPT threads, so that will screw in there. There's 3 different sizes, I believe, little, middle, and bigger. So that's the type of fitting I use because it's a swivel. So they're so close together you can't screw them in unless one of them's a straight. Then you could probably get them in. And then for the vent side, I tapped into the intake manifold right here, or the intake pipe, before the throttle body, and ran it down to a hole in the valve cover, and there's an oil separator in that hole. If you watch my other video on positive crankcase ventilation, I think I show it there. So anyways, there's the pipe, the hose that goes to there, and that hose, you need to keep it higher than where it goes into the intake, because it will eventually get a little oil in it, and if it's sagging, that oil will sit right there, and then when you jump on the throttle, you'll get a big puff of smoke, because all of a sudden you'll have a bunch of air coming through here and suck the oil out of this hose. So try to keep it higher so that it'll drain back, because it is going to get a little moisture in it, and you want it to drain back either way, you know, just a little bit at a time. You don't want it to sit sagging where oil could build up in it, because it'll build up in there. Then, like I say, you jump on it and demand a lot of throttle vacuum. You will suck the oil out of that hose and into your motor. Probably won't hurt anything, but it'll put out a bunch of smoke. It'll shorten the life of your O2 sensor. And that's about all I have to say on that. Thanks for watching.